Well, it was a poor village, really. We, we didn't run about in our bare feet, but we weren't far from it. Um, and of course, it was during wartime when I lived there, and with rationing and the scarcity of things, uh, we never, I hardly ever kicked a football. It was usually a tennis ball. We played on soil, baked soil, and most of my football in those days was with a tennis ball. And I sometimes wonder, did that help me to develop feel and touch? Because of a tiny ball, you've got to, you've got to be treated gently to be able to control it, So, and nobody had cars or anything, and the village was the roads in all directions. To get on main roads, you had about a mile or a mile and a half to walk to go anywhere, and I suppose this walking helped to develop legs or stamina or something, and I don't know. Well, I love playing with the ball. Uh, my house, my family house, was an end house, so we had it with the gable walls, and we'd maybe be play a match on the spare ground in the village, and then when we were called in for tea or lunch or something, I would go straight to this gable wall and kick a ball and throw it up and try and trap it coming back. But they were all small rubber balls that we played with, it was the time of it was wartime, and there was rationing and scarcity of everything. Well, and I have a home. My hometown is Lisburn, which is about 3 miles from my village, and Glen Turren had a scout there, and he spotted me, obviously, playing schoolboy football, um, and it reached a stage where every match I played, he was there watching, and then eventually, when I turned 17, um, the club he worked for, Glen Turren, uh, uh, asked me to sign, and I became a professional at 17. Yes, I did. Um, um, Danny Blanchflower, I don't know whether you've heard of Danny, who was Ireland's captain for years. He had just left Glentown, and I joined it. And Billy Bingham, who played for Sunderland, and I forget who else he played with. He was a member of this youth team at Glentown that I had, and we progressed through that and into the first team. And I played less than one season in the Irish League because in March I was signed for Burnley. So I don't know where to class myself, a Glentown player or a Burnley player. I played for Glentown in Belfast, and after this particular Saturday, after the game, I went with a friend to the Ulster Hall to watch professional boxing, and it was late when we were going home. In my village, you had to walk over a mile from the bus stop to get to my village, and of course there were no lights on the roads in those days. And I was coming down this hill, and I saw a bicycle, a light on a bicycle coming towards me, and it was one of my sisters. And she stopped and said, "Yeah, take this bike, hurry up. there are some men from Burnley in the house, our house wanting to sign you. So I jumped on the bike and set off cycling and left her to walk all the way down the road on her own, you know. When I got there, it was around midnight, and we talked and all sorts, and I signed. So, but legally, it was an illegal signing, I gather, because it was after midnight and it was Sunday, and you couldn't sign anyone on a Sunday.